Hey there, boys and girls. Happy Friday again from the cabana. Is it a happy Friday? Yes, it is. Cheers. Not exactly the Friday I was expecting. No, not at all. Because you see, the fetching Mrs. and myself, well, we went off on a little journey earlier this week. Yes, Crater Lake. And I learned something. Yes, I did. I learned that if you really, really want to not have any crowds when you're there at Crater Lake, go during the fire season. Yeah, more specifically, when the lake is surrounded by fires. Yeah, the north entrance was closed off, but there was still the south entrance, so we thought, why not? Let's go. And sure enough, not only were there very few people there, they didn't charge us to go in. Yeah, and we didn't have to break down any, yellow caution tape to get in. So we went there. There was a downside though. The visibility is not as good. You're hacking up along every once in a while, but, I'll show, it affects all the pictures. So let me show you here. So here, let's look at the first photo. Yeah, see, there's the fetching and myself there at the rim, and you can see the fires are kind of ruining the picture there. So we decided to go for a little drive, came across this cute waterfall, but the fires kind of, hampered that image, as you can see, and even we saw Bambi, but remember, Bambi had to run from that fire that all the other animals were killed in. And we went out to the pinnacles because we thought there's no trees, right? But as you can see, there they are, ablaze. I even kind of went out on a limb to look at the pinnacles, and as you can see, I nearly paid a price with my life there. It wasn't as good of visibility, and in all seriousness, the very next day, because of these fires, see that first photo, you could actually see Wizard Island out there. Take a look at this photo. Yeah, visibility had really dropped. So we decided, okay, really the fetching Mrs. Was rather adamant that we go home, because the other thing that happened while we were staying the night in a cabin, which really wasn't that bad at the Mazama something or other place, it's a different thing when the fires make the power go out. Funny thing about when something that produces electricity catches fire, it no longer produces electricity. Another little thing for science experiments, I guess. But that in itself is not the problem. The problem is, without my little CPAP thing, I kind of snore loudly, and so she didn't get much sleep that very first night. And I got up, in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and noticed she was no longer in bed. She went out to spend the night in the car outside where the bears are. And I would have gladly done it, honest. I really would have. But she's so sweet and kind that she didn't wake me, or maybe I couldn't be woke because I did have something to drink too. Point is, she was not real. I said, look, the power might come back on. No, not having it. We're going home now. Problem is, the fires had increased, and so the way we got in was no longer the way out. So you couldn't get out north, and you could get out south, but you couldn't kind of go back home. So we had to go further south. It was a long drive home, but we're back, and it's Friday, and I'm able to wish you all a very happy Friday with a life lesson, and that is, if you don't want crowds, and don't care much about photography, fire season, I'm telling you, there was nobody there. So here's to that. Happy Friday, boys and girls. Cheers.